Starts off with Nia Long in a cherry thong with the lights on. She's sad because Raheem is dead and somebody shot him.
Raheem is dead. Somebody shot him.
But no, on a serious note, apparently her man up and left with no explanation. And they were engaged, might I add. So now she's left picking up the pieces of her heart in her luggage.
When are you gonna give Marvin back his ring? Just curious. Girl, please, I would if I knew where the hell he was. Or maybe I'll just keep it as a reminder. Never to make the same mistake twice.
So after loading the U-Haul, the girls decide to unwind at this black neo-centric vibe type of lounge where artists gather and perform. And unfortunately, this first guy on stage is trash.
Talk nappy head. I mean, really talk nappy head. I ain't talking in them tediously talk tone.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I might get crucified for saying this, but as a poet, I definitely always hated that style of spoken word performance. You know those types, those Dr. Umar, Brother Polite, who get on the mic and say, "She is a divine feminine, always winning. They want to strip her of her melanin, but she is far from sinning, and from the beginning, and she's been a queen." You know those types. I just always hated.
Need is a man to get in a conversation with.
Excuse me, Ed, but I have a man, thank you.
Where is he?
He's not here.
Boy, Sheila, I know what you need, girl. You need some romance in your life.
You ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. I can tell you wanna fuck.
And this group of sexy, intellectual, creative black people are Darius's friends, who is played by Lorenz Tate, obviously. And they're talking about sex and the art of love, like all friends do. It's a really good time.
Romance is about the possibility of the thing. You see, it's about the time between when you first meet some fine-ass woman and when you first make love to her. Or when you first ask a woman to marry you and when she says, "I do." When people who've been together for a long time say that the romance is gone, what they're really saying is they've exhausted the possibility.
Message!
Quick note, I really enjoy how the film established the friend group, their personalities, their dynamics before we even got to meet Darius. And once Darius began to speak, we saw his position within the group immediately. And this is a brilliant way to show that the friends are going to be more than just props to the main character's development, that they themselves are individual people with their own lives and thoughts and ideas. And we don't see that a lot, especially in romance.
Cool.
White wine, please.
Darius and Nina catch a vibe for the first time, but his homies are being wildly obnoxious and like they've never seen a fine woman in their lifetime.
Who's that girl with Darius? Damn. She does have a little something.
Excuse me, Mr. Merriman.
I am married. I am not blind. Brother, can you see through these, please? Can you see?
Everything is checking out.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Niggas just ain't right.
Why we gotta be?
Why we gotta be niggas?
And now Darius is aura farming at the bar, trying to be all mysterious and shit.
Deep in thought, huh?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about what barber I can go to get my shit fixed real quick, because my hairline looking like a skid mark right now.
She must have been fine.
Savon, you can't tell me that these babes can't see that cool pole shit coming a mile off. You know, brother, jealousy is a sickness.
Let it go, man.
Sickness.
I swear it always has to be that one nigga who act like your best friend but really hate to see you shine in any capacity. It's pretty wild because you never see it until it's too late. Like, bro, why are you mad? This woman could be a psychopath for all you know, but because she's attractive, you're automatically hating on your homie because she's talking to him and not you. Why are you so weird?
Fumble, just like I told you.
Excuse me.
Thank God Almighty for giving everybody so much and me so little.
I'm not gonna lie, he did embarrass himself tragically, but sometimes it's not about how you start, it's about how you recover. So his next move better be his best move. So let's see what he about to do.
This is a little something I've been working on. It's new. I call it a blues for Nina.
After that super long,
Pause.
and super sexual poem. The crowd loves him, and Nina is obviously dripping like a waterfall. And kudos to him because that was a very bold move to spit a poem like that about a woman that you just met 3 minutes ago and also spilled her drink. But as I said before, he had to recover strong, and he did it. Pause.
But I'll tell you one thing, I don't need poetry to get women.
No, you need a personality to get women.
One thing I do love about this friend group is how every time old boy starts to hate on Darius, the other friends get on his weeble wobble headed ass
Thanks
too.
for my poem. It was, interesting.
No problem. So maybe next week you can write something for me.
Maybe. But it won't be about sex.
What's wrong with sex?
There's nothing wrong with sex. There's just other topics.
Like what?
The sky, the ocean, love, childhood, healing your inner child, heartbreak, depression, relationships, friendships, family issues. There are a plethora of other topics you can write poems about. I thought you were a better writer than that, bro.
But you probably wouldn't know anything about that.
Literally the next day, Nina and Darius run into each other at his homegirl's record store. So convenient. I love when romance movies do that low-key.
Ah, Al Green. You can't go wrong with my man Al Green.
Darius, right?
And as you can see, she's trying to play that cute little cat and mouse hard to get game. I used to find that really enticing when women did that to me back in the day.
I don't know. The last time you went on an impulse, you embarrassed the shit out of me.
I know you don't want to see in broad daylight with me and my shape up, baby, but give me a chance. Promise I won't embarrass you.
Charlie Parker. I've never heard this particular...
I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty pretentious move if you ask me. He's like, oh, let me put on this Charlie Parker, I'm gonna put you on. But she already knew what was up. And instead of being like, oh wow, you know Charlie Parker, he tells her to be quiet and listen. And there he goes trying to be all sexy and mysterious.
You know, you and I should get together sometime and, you know, have some drinks.
I don't think that'll be a very good idea.
Well, why not?
First of all, that shape up is so disrespectful, it looks like deer ankle hair. Secondly, you made that long ass sexual poem when you don't even know me from a can of paint. And on top of that, you're a little bit of a douche. But you cute though.
Mess that shit up.
When are you gonna learn? You move too fast. See, women like it slow and easy.
After getting aired and embarrassed, he does what any other lover boy would do. Steal her address from her written check.
What are you doing here? How did you know where I live?
Look, I know it's a little strange for me just to show up to your place like this.
Yeah, what did you do? Follow me home?
We have to call the police!
When I was watching this with my wife, I said, this is definitely giving creepy stalker. But she said something that really stuck out to me, especially from a woman's perspective. She said, what if Nina did write her address on that check with the hope that he might snatch that address from his homegirl? Because one thing that did stick out to me was when she left the record store after she denied his advances, she looked back as if she was expecting him to follow her out of the store. And she also seemed very disappointed when he didn't follow her. I don't know. What y'all think in the comments? Do you think she planted that seed or he's just flat out creepy? Let me know in the comments.
You trying to come in?
Yeah. I mean, no. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're not busy or doing anything.
Well, you can come in.
I can't believe that actually worked. See, fellas, confidence and a little audacity can take you a long way in life. And then we get some cute banter about life, about music, and she agrees to go out with him on a date. And he actually takes her out into his world to hang out with his friends.
God is a woman, honey.
Okay.
Hold up. God is a woman. If you ever chased a woman, you know that women have a certain power, a certain sexual thing that renders men totally incapable of functioning.
Dad gave me this old Top Gun and he was in the Navy. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
You shoot. What you know about right?
I gather up each sound you left behind and stretch them on our bed.
Now Darius and Nina embark on this impassioned night filled with dance, romance, lust, and drinks.
Should go.
Look, Darius, look, I had a really good time. I really did. It's just that I don't know, I can't go out like that on the first date. I mean, come on.
Like, damn, Darius, relax. At least get a decent shape up before you try to get some buns. At least show her some respect that way. But that doesn't really matter because he gets the buns anyways.
I see you, found your way to the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Hope you don't mind.
Ladies, if you truly want to know if that snappy nappy dugout is any good, this right here is a true indicator. If he stays overnight and cooks you breakfast in the morning, you got him hooked.
Now you ain't gonna fake me out, are you? Good. Phew. I tell you, I can't stand to sleep with a woman and afterwards she just dog you out. You know how y'all do. Don't return any phone calls. Play me off in front of your friends like you don't know me, like nothing ever happened.
Real talk, the chemistry building and banter between these two is top tier. Because, especially in the modern day and age of romance literature and romance films, I feel like a lot of writers try so hard to lean into the sexual aspect of the relationship and not the emotional or the mental part of romance. I've said it before, giving an audience a bunch of sex scenes to prove that a couple has great chemistry is the laziest form of chemistry building within a story.
You fucked him, didn't you? And you weren't even gonna tell me. You ain't slick.
Things are going well between Nina and Darius, but not so much for his friend Savon.
Savon, I am so tired of your bullshit.
Bro really bust his ass. Now, we don't really know the context of what's happening here, but it's safe to assume that he was caught cheating or something like that.
Trifling?
Oh, Darius, go get your tad ass
No,
friend.
you keep Darius out of it.
Now Darius is at the pool hall with his friends, bragging about that snappy nappy dugout.
The snapping nappy dugout. The snapping nappy dugout?
Doom, the Santaria, the Yuba, all of it. She put it on me, man.
What are we talking about here? What, you think she's your soulmate?
Nah, hardly. I just said the sex was good, that's all.
This sounds like the making of a fatal situationship, but Savon has some wise words for his friend.
Just kicking it.
Yeah, well, one truism in life, my friend. When that Jones come down, be a motherfucker.
And here we get another sweet, cozy scene between Darius and Nina. They're taking pictures, getting to know each other a little bit better. There's some banter. There's some Mr. Sexy time in there. Everything is great until...
Hey, baby.
Comes to find out that Raheem is not dead and he feels like they have unfinished business and wants her to move to New York with him. And to weigh out this difficult, life-altering decision, she goes to her best friend for some awful advice.
Tell him. Think so. If he snaps, then you got him. And there's no need to go, is there? But if he tries to act all cool and shit, well then hey, you just gonna have to go. Teach his ass a lesson. Hello.
I say that was terrible advice because I've been in that exact situation multiple times. And each time I was even keeled and maybe even a little nonchalant. Because from a logical standpoint, my thought process was her decision should never be based on how I react. And if she felt the need to entertain the idea of going back to her ex, that clearly means that one, they either have unfinished business, or two, what we have isn't something that she feels like is worth building. So either way, having a big reaction would have been pointless.
I also have some other unfinished business that I need to take care of.
Some dude.
Some say, myself included, that this was Darius's chance to profess his real feelings for her, but he didn't. Because ultimately, do you think that would have really changed anything? Let me know in the
The only
comments.
reason I'm telling you this is because I really care about you, and I'm not trying to play here.
We just kicking it, right? So it's cool. I mean,
Put it on her.
now she gone.
Gone.
I don't get stole on.
I feel you, D.
Hey, yo, pause, man.
After that sad ass attempt at coping and trying to look macho in front of his homies, he admits to himself that those feelings were actually way deeper than just kicking it.
I want to be so bad, man. I didn't think she was the one.
So some time passes, D finds a new breezy. Nina is in New York with a fulfilling job and living in bliss with a healthy and loving relationship.
Where are my toasted oats?
Oh, I finished the box this morning.
Oh, you couldn't eat the damn Captain Crunch, could you?
Oh, please.
Look, I'm sorry. I had a bad day today.
This kind of goes without saying. She made a terrible choice. This grown man is bitching about some aggressively mid, off-brand cereal. If you're going to pick an argument over cereal, let it at least be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So after that epic fail, Nina goes back to Chicago hoping that that old thing is available still. But unfortunately, she sees him shacked up with another new boo. So impulsively, she starts dating Bill Bellamy. On some real shit, Nina was wrong on every level because she did that out of spite. Because she was hella assuming that woman that he was with could have been just another situationship, something that wasn't that serious. But no, instead she wanted to go and date his biggest hater. Now Darius is at home writing a book just like me until he gets some exciting news.
What's going on?
Ain't nothing. You know your girl's back in town, right?
Yeah, I heard. And for the last time, man, she's not my girl, okay?
Oh, alright. Well, that's good to hear, my brother. Because that's something I bet you didn't know.
He gets the 411 on his homeboy dating Nina, which leads to this awkward, intense conversation that is borderline sexual.
Been up to, man?
You know, just putting in work, man.
Really?
Really. Yeah. See, I got this new gig. Keeps me up. Working all through the night.
I know all about that kind of job. Used to work the hell out of it. You sure you can hang with it?
Yo, pause, man.
Now Bill Bellamy is riding around in a hearse with Nina, and he tells her, "Hey man, we about to pull up to this party real quick." And she goes, "Who's there?" And he says, "Just a few friends from around the way type shit." And y'all already know what's about to happen. He pretty much just pulled up to the party with Nina just to wave his little weenie around in front of Darius. And it's just so weird, and his energy is just so off. I don't even understand why she was attracted to him in the first place.
I need to talk to you outside.
Right now.
Right now.
I know Darius was sick to his stomach watching that. And I bet in his mind he's over there thinking, I hope he didn't smash. I hope he didn't smash.
What's wrong? You embarrassed the shit out of me, and I don't appreciate it. Now, if you and Darius want to see whose dick is bigger, you can do it without me, alright?
Look,
Nina, please don't do that. Don't act like you had no clue that you were ever going to run into Darius while dating one of his closest or supposedly closest friends. You can play the game all you want, but don't play dumb.
What the hell are you doing running around with my boy? I mean, first you carry your ass off to New York, then you come back and don't even call me?
All you had to do was tell me that you were seeing somebody.
What are you talking about? I ain't seeing nobody.
I saw you at the bookstore with the girl.
I'm always at the bookstore. What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
So they have the conversation they've been needing to have for a very long time. Now they're yearning for each other, something fierce. It's raining outside. It's very brooding and sensual. They're up, tossing and turning, waiting for the other one to crack. Until Nina calls him and says, "Hey, I have 2 tickets to a show. You want to come?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, baby, I'd love to." And then the next night, the date is so beautiful. It's an entire vibe. They dance the night away. It's very sensual and sexy. They have a very sweet and soft walk in the rain. She invites him up to her apartment, and immediately he's on 10. He's ready to drop his drawers and go right to the bed. And she's like, "No, like, this is a soft reset. Can we take it slow this time?" But, you know, he's very pushy and sweet talky. He's all like, "No, I don't want to sleep on the couch. I want to sleep next to you. We've already had sex so many times. Why wait for something we can have right now?" And in this moment, I'm really on Nina's side, because why are we rushing to get back into something when the last time we did it like that, it didn't work out? So let's just take it slow. So he kind of obliges, even though he still sneaks his way into her room. And he's like, that one classic move, hey, let me play you something. And then they go into this montage with in a sentimental mood playing in the background. Then we go into this montage where it's just so sweet and beautiful. They look so happy together. By the way, Nia and Lorenz look really good together in real life. I'm surprised they never made it happen. Did they ever date? I don't know. But as far as Darius and Nia goes, everything is all good until there is some trouble in paradise, where it's obvious that they did not have the conversations that they needed to have before falling back into a relationship.
Do you think I slept with wood?
And this is where the tension begins to rise. His avoidant personality trait begins to show, and her insecurities are starting to overtake. And things get messy really fast.
The question I didn't want to know the answer to.
Why don't you want to know?
I don't.
Why?
You wrecking my flow, okay?
What's crazy is how in the 90s smoking cigarettes was like popping Skittles. It was just all over the place all the time. And whether it was school, Red Lobster, the grocery stores, it was disgusting, and people wonder why Earth is slowly dying right now. But I digress. Back to the story. Sorry.
You don't trust me?
No, I don't.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the blackboard with her number on it. I'm talking about the phone calls at 5 a.m. I'm talking about trying to read your mind every
you don't
fucking
know
day.
shit about trust, okay? You don't. You the one who went to New York and fucked old boy, came back here and hung out with my boys, partying and shit. What is that? You want to talk about trust?
You acted like you didn't even care that I went to New York.
This shit is for the birds, man.
I've always been a see both sides kind of man on this situation, because on one end, I understand Nina. He keeps saying that Lisa is in the past, but why is her phone number still on your refrigerator? Why is she calling you 5 o'clock in the morning? These are very, very recent transgressions. And you keep saying that she's in the past, but it doesn't seem like it. And then there's Darius's main issue, who tries so hard to be cool and unbothered by everything that she has done in the past, when in reality, he is still harboring feelings of resentment towards her. What I find the most interesting about their dynamic is how their positive personality traits both mesh together so perfectly, which makes them look so beautiful together. But their negative personality traits clash, and that's why everything crashes so fast when it comes to them, because their communication styles, when upset, does not bode well at all when trying to overcome an obstacle within a relationship.
I guess that's everything.
Shut my door all the way when you leave.
Now that a second falling out has commenced, Darius is realizing that he just might be the problem.
Think I messed up twice. You think by now I'd have a little more insight?
That, my friend, is your problem right there. Physics the shit ain't. It ain't supposed to make sense. Love, passion, it is what it is.
So after that cool little chat, we see that Savant gets his family back, and I'm not sure if we're really supposed to give a fuck. But then Darius is still writing his book. He's almost finished. He gets a call about Nina, who is leaving town soon, and he tries to act all nonchalant again, like he doesn't care. But the next day, he is running through the station like a maniac, trying to catch up to her ride. And if he was just honest with himself, maybe he would have been able to leave a little bit earlier and actually catch her before she boarded. But no, he just wanted to act too cool and nonchalant, like he didn't care. A year goes by, and Darius is now a published author, just like me. And Nina is shooting Diet Tyson Beckfords. It is all a good time for them. They're getting their lives together separately, which is a beautiful thing. But both know something is missing, so now it's Nina's turn to shoot her shot.
I'm hearing the brightness of high bluffs and almond trees. I am tasting the wilderness of lakes, rivers, and streams. I am remembering love.
After that beautiful performance, they both have the conversation they needed to have ever since the first time she came back to Chicago. And I love how this conversation highlighted the growth that the two went through while they were separated for an entire year. It was a truly beautiful moment.
There's been a lot of mistakes. We both made them. I apologize for my part in that. And all that nonsense in the past, I don't give a shit about that anymore.
I never stop thinking about you.
I want us to be together again.
This film was a great watch and still holds up by today's standards. I love how the film built the chemistry between the two characters without making the main focus about sex. To me, that is the true mark of a romance. It's kind of lazy when writers hurl a bunch of sex scenes and call it romance or chemistry. I know I've said this before throughout the video, but I had to reiterate it. Honestly, any two attractive people can have great sex. Trust me, I know, but true chemistry is discovered through the tiny moments and conversation. And this film did that extremely well. On another note, I know it's the new wave to call the dynamic between Darius and Nina toxic, but I strongly disagree. This is just a case of two super young creative people who are figuring themselves out while trying to figure love out at the same time. There was definitely some big mistakes and miscommunication, especially on Nina's side, but maybe her mistakes would not have been made if Darius was just real with himself and real with her at the same time. And I also think this is the perfect case of the right people finding each other at the wrong time, because yes, they are both beautiful together, but they both have a lot of shit to work out individually. And that's why I say trying to date or fall in love in your early 20s is super ghetto. At that age, you're still practically fresh off of childhood trauma, teen trauma, relationship trauma, and you still have to heal through that by yourself. That's why I firmly believe that it is best to try to find a serious relationship in your mid-20s. By then, you should have your life somewhat together, and you're on the path of healing yourself spiritually and mentally. And you have also developed a healthy communication style when things go wrong within your relationship. Because expecting anyone in their early 20s to have any of that shit figured out is a tall ask, no matter how mature you are at that age. Overall, the film was shot beautifully. There was great acting, beautiful dialogue. My only knock on this film is that I wish that we got more poems from Darius throughout this film. That definitely could have added to his personal development a lot more. Overall, this is a beautiful film and a great conversation starter when it comes to topics about relationships. And if you love poetry, please check out my poetry collection, The Beauty Behind My Darkness. It is not only my most lyrical body of work, but it also deals with a lot of the same themes we saw throughout this film, Love Jones. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this movie with me, having a conversation. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Like and subscribe. Also hype the video up too. I'm gonna go fuck off now. Thanks again. Bye.